The collapsed bridge of the Kaasi, where it's actually located around Kaasi, is impacting on socio-economic activities of the communities which hitherto used that bridge. This has led to difficulty in carting raw materials from the Kaasi district area or industrial cluster. And our reporter, William Evans Income, is on the bridge to bring us an update of this development. And Evans has actually joined us right now and will take it away to give us an update of what's happening there.
It's completed within the shortest possible time. That driver will not miss a word by mentioning the Kaasi road. For 8 months now, this road has been closed to traffic, and the problem is very, very obvious. Now, let me tell you something about this road. The Kaasi road from Atenga Junction will connect you to the industrial enclave or the Kaasi industrial cluster. So all the heavy trucks that are coming from the hinterlands and then feeding the various industries within this very enclave with all the raw materials use this particular stretch. And you're talking about Coca-Cola, you're talking about ash foam, talking about latest foam, you're talking about a lot of industries that lie on this particular stretch. But the big question is, when are we going to see the completion of this road? Very soon, the engineer on site, Engineer John, will join me, and he will be telling us when we are going to see the completion of this road. Now, it is lying in a strategic location as far as the Kumasi Metropolis is concerned, and because of that, the blocking of this road has caused intense traffic or vehicular congestion within the Kumasi Metropolis. Because if you go to the areas like the Rage, if you go to Asokwa, I mean, the traffic there is very, very obvious. The chock and block traffic within the central business district of Kumasi, because all the very trucks that used to ply this particular stretch will have to use the central business district to connect the same to the industrial cluster as far as Kaasi is concerned. But let me speak to Engineer John, who has just joined me, and he is going to tell us specifically when we are going to see the completion of this very bridge. Engineer, I'm sure there's a question that Otumfuo asked when the president was here some few days ago. When are we going to see the completion of this very bridge?
Good afternoon to your viewers.
Yeah.
This will be completing the bridge on the 15th of November. We'll open it to traffic, but the other ancillary works that will be going on will be going on. We'll open the bridge on the 15th of November to traffic.
All right,
but
so
there will be other ancillary works that will be going on, like the bank protection walkways, etc. will be going on at the same time. Yeah.
All right, so there's perhaps the good news to the drivers who ply this particular stretch. And now, if you say there's going to be some auxiliaries that will be going, ancillary that will be going on, even though the bridge will be open to traffic, will that have any issue with heavy trucks, because they are the main reason for which this bridge is being constructed?
No, it will have absolutely nothing to do with the movement of the heavy trucks on the road. We'll be doing works, ancillary work, that's embankment protection and etc. So those things will not affect the vehicular movement on the road.
All right. Now, for 8 months now, we have to kind of struggle with accessing the Kaasi industrial cluster. Now, why the delay? What actually caused that delay?
Well, the bridge was failing because the piles itself were deteriorating. So we had to close the bridge to save the bridge from collapse. At the time that the bridge was closed, we decided to do emergency repair works. But when we started the project, we realized the extent of deterioration, and it implied that there was no way we could go ahead with the initial plan of the emergency repair work. So we had to do a complete rehabilitation whereby replacing the entire bridge deck, replacing the power caps, replacing the piles, and excavating deeper to join the deteriorated sections of the piles. So these things have been done so that the load, etc., coming from the axle load will be transferred quickly to the foundation, the bed joint.
All right. Thank you so much. So we have been speaking to Engineer John, and he has been giving us some assurance. Now, the most important thing is that on November 15th, we are going to see this particular stretch or the Kaasi road opened to traffic. That's fantastic. I mean, it's a news that every single driver on the street will embrace, because if that thing doesn't happen, we're going to have a very huge problem on our hand, because Christmas is around the corner and then traffic in the Central Business District is obvious. My name is William Evans Sinkum, and we have been coming to you live from the Kaasi Bridge. Over to you, Martin.
Right, thank you very much, William Evans Inkum, our reporter. He has an eye on everything happening in the Ashanti region.